Hi folks, this is James Birchall. This is another Smartcar Coffee Confidential, and the lady in red to my right, well, she's probably quite familiar to you now. We got together last year when she was Ward 2 councillor, right?
I was,
You were running for the highest office in the land, mayor.
I think so.
Yes.
I think it's pretty
And
special.
well, as folks know, you won.
I did.
And they may also remember that, I'm not sure if you dared us or dared me, but you mentioned the fact that we should do a sing-along.
I said I would come back and sing.
Yes. Did you say you'd sing? Am I free to not sing?
Well, here's the whole thing. I think we were talking about things that people don't know about me.
Yes.
And one of the things they didn't know, that everybody knows now, is that I took singing lessons in the operatic style. And I've performed, not in operas, so I'm not Canadian Opera Company, so just to set some expectations there. But I love to sing. I love to sing in the car mostly, and I can carry a tune as long as I don't have to carry it too far.
That's good, because, yeah, well, what you guys don't know is I found out tail end of, well, about 3 or 4 days ago, what kind of tunes that we might be having a go at.
Yes.
And so
I didn't give you any German or French language opera, or Italian.
No. Fortunately,
stayed away from that.
Fortunately, a couple of those songs are very popular, but I still.
Everyone else would be singing along too, so especially the German one.
Well, yes. I don't know if I could carry a German song. I might have the range for it because my vocal cords, yes. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off very well. I'm going to stick a finger in my ear. Apparently that helps. I can hear my own
really?
tone or my own pitch or
You
something.
only hear half?
I was like, Yes. I was doing scales this morning.
Well, we could, yes. I remember my vocal exercise as well.
Oh, really?
Pick a letter.
I was do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, a deer, a fee.
I remember
a deer,
that. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Yes. I remember that one. What was that from?
Sound of Music.
That was it. Sound of Music.
Yeah. Great show tunes.
Oh boy. All right, look. I'm curious to know what it's been like the first 6 or 7 months or so being mayor.
It is amazing. It is awesome, amazing. I'm having the best time of my life. And most important, we're doing some amazingly important things for the community. So in the last, we've been at it 8 months, 9 months now, and we have achieved so much. This council is working well together. When we disagree, it's respectful. It's a world of difference from the council previously, and the role itself is very different than what I thought it would be. So, which is great.
That.
Yeah, I kind of thought that it would be, a councillor of 6 wards instead of 1, and you just have a bigger megaphone. And in fact, it is that, but it is so much more. And you really do have the weight and the responsibility of the city on your shoulders. When you speak, it carries a lot of weight. So you have to be very thoughtful about what you say. Yeah. I describe it like this: if you say you don't like a burger. Who cares, right? If Oprah Winfrey says she doesn't like a burger, then the whole industry, right? And so I'm somewhere between those two extremes. Yes. And so you really, that responsibility, it's also it's an incredible honor, an incredible privilege. So you really have to take that into your heart and make sure that you're representing the community.
You have influence.
Very much so. Yeah. So you may not, and truthfully, my whole career has been based on influence, not power so much. And it's about persuasion. It's about mounting an argument. It was that way when I was a columnist, a journalist. Nobody had to watch me. Nobody had to read me, and yet people did. You build a following, and I would say certainly municipal politics is the same. I don't have the power, and nor would I want it, to tell people how to vote.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because you're stuck. Kind of.
Well, I'm there for the next 3.5 years.
3.5 years. Right, it's a 4-year term, isn't it?
It is a 4-year term, 2022. I am planning to run again, so you heard it here first.
You got to at least give it a two-term try. Well, anyway, look, it's very unless you do something monumentally awful, the chances of you getting ousted in the first go-round are low.
Well, based on what I hear from the community, people stop me in the street, they stop me in the hallway, they have said, universally what I'm hearing from people overwhelmingly. There's a few folks that don't like everything I'm doing, but I would say the vast majority of people are very happy, and they're so pleased at what this council has done together. And I want to just give kudos to every one of my council colleagues, because none of us does any of this alone.
No, it's a team.
It is a team. We're working really well together. The infusion of ideas and energy in our council because of the new members, and also, with the experience I bring to the table, and Councillor Sharman, it's a great blend of that experience as well as a lot of new ideas. So
it's a pretty.
I'm thrilled.
It's a fairly young council now. Well, apart from Paul Sharman.
Well, I used to be the youngest by about 15 years.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no. I'm smack in the middle right now. So there's at least, I'm trying to think, 3 younger than me for sure, 2 or 3, and then there's me, and then our 2 elder states.
We'll get back.
Get started today.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have an iced something.
An iced something.
What do you got?
You got summertime favorites there. Mango,
the
dragon
iced,
fruit.
a tall iced caramel macchiato.
A tall iced caramel macchiato for the lady, and I will like a medium cappuccino with sugar, please.
Was there anything else today?
No.
No, we're good. Well, while we're waiting for our coffees and your cold drink, how's your family taking your new role? I mean, I'm guessing you're probably spending more time? The hours are about the same?
Oh gosh, no, the hours are...
More?
Although I put in a lot of hours before, but yeah, it's a lot of evening, a lot of weekend work out in the community, which is actually a lot of fun. I love the people that I get to meet, and the events that I get to go to and find out the incredible things people are doing.
Yeah.
But I don't see my family much. So, but you know what? They're very proud. They're so proud. 2 of my 2 girls are at university, so they're out of the house anyway. Yeah. My son is finishing up high school, so so they've got their own lives too, and.
That sounds like a perfect time to be doing it. You certainly.
It's a great time for us. Yeah.
Well, they're all kind of independent.
Very much.
Oh, that's cool. So how's the whole car sharing thing going? Did you decide to keep the car after all?
Which car?
The mayor's car.
I do. I have a mayor's car.
I know, but when we were chatting about it initially, you were on the fence. You were like, I don't know if I want it or not. And I'm like, yeah, right.
I kind of need it.
Because your
the
kids
mileage,
were taking your cars all the time, right?
They do.
So that's what I said. You need your own wheels. Thanks.
Yeah, it's actually part of the mayor's package. You go to so many events that they give you a car, and you claim your work mileage. So I get billed. I pay personally for my personal mileage, but it's a lot of fun.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Perfect.
See, look at that.
There you go. All right. Well,
okay.
You want to take a sip before I drive away? Because if I put that down the front of the mayor's outfit,
that
will not be good. I'll be like, I'd live in infamy.
So,
one of the things you told me about last time was you had this whole sort of, was it Mummy Mafia thing or something?
Oh, Mommy Mafia. Mom's in the Hood.
That was it. Mom's in the Hood. Now I know. I'm sure you're not doing that now because you're too busy.
I haven't been, and I have almost no social life.
I was going to say, I remember you mentioning there was a nice combination of getting to know the moms and having a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was, and they still. It was my old neighborhood in Tyandaga, and I believe they still are going strong. I just never make it up there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they forgive you.
I still drink wine though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I was speaking with one of your councillors, Lisa Kearns, and she was telling me, because of course me being me, I like to poke people with a stick occasionally just to see if I can get an interesting rise out of them. And she was referring to her other council people by councillor this and councillor that, and I said, well, hang on a sec. A moment ago you were using the first names, and now you're using councillors. What is it? And so she explained the protocol. And then the other thing that I learned was you've neutralised the language a little bit. It's not madam this or chairman that. It's chairperson, is it? Have you it's not the...
Chair. Just chair.
Yeah, so
chair.
It's not like...
or your title, mayor or councillor, yeah.
Right.
To try to take what used to be gender-specific titles.
Yeah, right, that was it.
You know, chairman for women. Women are chair meetings.
Chairwoman, chair. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So it's just chair now.
I personally think that's a good idea. As long as you don't take the language so far that it becomes, well, you're a linguist by trade. If you take the language too far towards ambiguity, it ceases to do its job, which is communicate. You know.
Well, you know, it's an interesting conversation because one of the most significant parts of winning as mayor is that I am one of only 18% of women in the country who hold the role of mayor. It is still a very male-dominated field.
Almost one in five.
That's right.
So every 5 mayors, one's a woman.
One's a woman.
But that's the Pareto principle at work, the 80-20 rule. And everybody knows it's the 20% that gets 80% of the shit done anyway.
Well, we are a busy council. Issue.
Okay. I've got to ask a question. And you're probably not going to answer on camera. Now that it's legal.
Nope.
Ah.
I don't use it, is what I meant. I'll answer the question. No,
you don't use it?
I'm not a consumer.
Okay.
All right, we're going to sing?
Oh, we're going to try.
All right.
It'll be you.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, crap. Don't go breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, honey, if I get restless.
Baby, you're not the kind. Nobody knows it.
Right from the start.
I gave you my heart. Ooh, I gave you my heart.
That'll do.
My heart. I won't go breaking your heart.
Well, you know, if this whole mayor thing doesn't work out, well, this has been super fun, and I am so happy to hear that, you know, you're really enjoying, you know, your role as mayor, and that we have met our obligation to our viewers.
We have sung for.
We have sung for you.
Sung for the people.
I have debased myself on public television.
You did very well. You were very game for my duet.
I've never sung with anyone before. No. Not to mention the fact that your range and pitch is hugely different than mine.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't embarrass my vocal coach from many moons ago.
You know. Well, I'm about to turn onto your street and drop you off. So, I'm going to.
Thanks for tuning in.
We're going to sort of wrap this up now, and I'm just going to say thanks to Mayor Marianne Meed Ward for singing. I'm losing my voice.
You can hear it. Yeah,
I'm getting hoarse.
We've been testing those vocal cords.
Horsing around and getting hoarse. And this is why I don't do comedy either. And there's a truck behind me.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well,
thanks for the coffee.
I really appreciate your company, and I really appreciate you being up for this, and I hope everybody enjoys this show, and you know where to find her if you need her. So until next time, folks, thanks very much. Bye-bye.